Central Florida is experiencing some of the best growth that it's had in a long time. They're working on a brand new universal park called Epic Universe. There's a $1 billion project, the Evermore Resort with the man-made lagoon with all that, vacation amenities and everything over there. And then they're also working on bringing a Nickelodeon hotel as well to Central Florida. I'm in a community right now where the starting prices are around the mid 300s. We're in Polk County right now, and at the time of this video, this builder is offering to pay all of your closing costs and prepaids, and they have rates as low as 4.99%. But the best part about all the different deals that they have is they're actually going to give you a free refinance up to 3 years. So if you're one of those people that are like, okay, the rates are going to get better, you can actually buy a house now with a reduced interest rate locked in. And then if they get better, you can actually take advantage of the free refinance. So let's check out this property and I'll tell you more about what this builder has to offer. My name is Jodenio Gando. I'm a Central Florida realtor. This channel explores all things real estate throughout all of the counties in Central Florida: Polk, Osceola, Orange, Lake. I'm in all the different counties. Today, we're in Polk County and we're checking out some new construction. If that sounds like something you'd like to watch or more videos of, consider subscribing to this channel. Drop a like on this video. Also, drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And I know right now in 2024, with the rates being 6.9, 7%, even higher, to hear that there's a situation where you could be at low as 4.99%, it's just amazing. And what's happening is, even though the rates are that low at this builder because they're buying down the rate, they're also giving you a free refinance up to 3 years as well. So if the rates get even better, you can just refinance and go even lower. So I feel like that's like the less riskiest way of being able to buy a home while the prices are still where they're at and still being able to force the rate down a little bit versus just waiting for the rates to drop. Why not buy it now and then have that free refinance in your pocket? So the actual home that we're gonna tour today faces west. We're located in Poinciana, which is we're in the Polk County, side of Poinciana, because it's interesting because Poinciana is such a big city, it's in two different counties. So you have an Osceola County side and you have a Polk County side. Today we're in the Polk County side. This property faces west. We're not too far from Tampa. We're like equal distance probably from Tampa to Orlando. It's about an hour and a half away to get to Orlando, maybe an hour and a half to get to Tampa. Right where we're located in Poinciana, they're actually building a brand new Publix about 10 minutes away from here. And 20 minutes away from here, they're building a Ross, a Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and a whole bunch of other things right by where the Walmart is at. So I would say this is a pretty centrally located place where you have all the essentials not too far away. I think it's important that when you're trying to buy a home, and especially if you're looking at new construction, you want to be very careful if you're trying to do it on your own, because when you're going on Google and you're typing in new construction in Poinciana or Polk County, what's going to happen is you're going to see a bunch of sponsored builder listings that they're paying marketing dollars for to be put in front of you. That doesn't necessarily mean you're finding the best deals. But when you contact somebody like me, who's an unbiased realtor, and I work with all the builders, I have different databases and spreadsheets with all the different builder reps and everything. And if you were to tell me quickly like what you're looking for, I could put together like a quick little, a few recommendations for you. If you tell me your price point, bedrooms, bathroom, and what's important to you, and I can actually separate it as well, showing you what all the incentives are, if they have interest rate buy downs, what closing costs they're gonna give you. And I'll also push a little bit more just to let the builder rep know that, hey, by the way, I know that also right next door and down the street, this one and this one's available, so I'm going there next. And sometimes that might incentivize them to put their best deal forward. This floor plan that we're in right now is over 2,300 square feet, and they have a 4-bed and a 5-bedroom option as well. I recently sold one of these properties to one of my buyers as well, and they were extremely happy with the turnout. They were able to like buy it when it was almost nearly constructed. Now, when you first walk into this floor plan, you're gonna have a little flex space right over here on the left, which they're currently using as a little home office. But you can close this off if you want to. That could be like your little home office or a little gym or whatever it is you want it to be. And then you have a bathroom right over here with a little closet. Right over here, you're gonna have the actual garage as well. You have a 2-car garage attached to this property. Right where the garage is at, you're gonna have your stairs right across from there. And then right behind me, you're gonna see the kitchen, the dining, and the living room as well. This is gonna be the section I was telling you about when you first walked in, where you have kind of like a little home office situation. So there's like a little bonus room, if you would call it. I think it's a pretty nice size. What are your thoughts on this little bonus room? You're gonna have your nice size island, upgraded countertops and cabinets, and nice flooring throughout the house. Now the rooms are gonna have carpet, but you can always upgrade that after you close, and you're gonna get the stainless steel appliances as well. You know me, the only thing I would put here is probably a nice little backsplash just to give it some more character. This is a huge floor plan. You're in the kitchen right now and I'm in the living room. And if you watch any of my other videos, you know why I would like this kind of floor plan. You could be cooking right over there or doing the dishes and the TV is like facing that way. So you could be watching, you know, my YouTube videos or something educational. But I really like that. There's some other floor plans out there that they're kind of quirky and they'll have like where the TV goes angled in a certain way where you kind of can't appreciate like, you know, just doing your dishes and just cooking and just relaxing, watching something good on TV. For those of you who like watching TV, of course. But if you don't, then this doesn't matter. But it's still a good floor plan. So right in between the kitchen and the living room, you're gonna have like a dining area right here, which is gonna have access to your backyard lanai right through there. And this builder is actually building on some nice oversized lots in this area. So instead of you being so close to your neighbor, like in other communities, they'll give you like a little bit more space and some space in the back as well, so you can have a nice sized backyard. When you walk up the stairs, you have some pretty narrow hallways, but they keep all of the space inside of the rooms and everything. So you have some huge bedrooms and nice sized bathrooms, even though the hallways are a little narrow. You know, I'd rather have that. I'd rather have the bigger rooms and everything, the nice sized laundry room, the nice sized master, versus, you know, having all the space on the outside of the rooms and then you're cramped in your rooms. What are your thoughts? Do you prefer the nice sized hallways or do you prefer the rooms be bigger? I wanted to talk a little bit about what goes into buying a house. So if this is like your first time watching one of my videos, I want to break down what that costs. If this is your second time watching it or a returning user, then you can skip past this part because you know what I'm going to say. But you want to pretty much save enough for like a down payment and closing costs. So when you're buying a house, if you're going with like a traditional FHA loan, like 3.5% down, first time home buyer loan, you also have to factor in to what's called closing costs, which can be anywhere from 3 to 5%. So an estimate would be like 4% and like 3.5% for a down payment. So you want to factor in about 7.5%. Getting into something like a house like in this community, let's say the prices are, let's say it's a house like this, 380, let's say 380 times 7.5%, you'd be at about 28,500. What's interesting is this builder's paying all the closing costs and prepaids, and they're also buying down the rate and giving you a free refinance. So on 380, instead of paying like $25,000 out of pocket, you'd have to pay just like your down payment. So on 380, let's say you'd be at 3.5% down, you'd be like a little less than $14,000, you know, when you're going out. And I also sell resales as well, and I list properties. When you're selling a resale or buying a resale with an interest rate that's like 7 to 8%, and the sellers can't give you all the money for your closing costs because they have to net the most amount of money, you know, knowing that there's opportunities like this where the builder is giving you all the closing costs, paying for all the prepaids, buying down the interest rate, you know, and then all you got to come out of pocket is like your down payment. This is an amazing deal if you ask me, but let's keep going. One of the easiest ways to get in contact with me if you need help buying a house or selling a house anywhere in Florida or Central Florida is on my website. So if you visit www.joedenny.com, JODENNY, you'll see my contact card there. And then somewhere at the bottom, you'll also see like a link to schedule time on my calendar so we could pretty much discuss your home buying goals through a discovery call. But if you found this tour beneficial or you liked it, consider subscribing to this channel to see more like it and see what happens throughout Central Florida as well. And drop a like on this video, drop a comment, let me know where you're watching from. It's always cool seeing where in the country or the world my future clients are watching from. I've had clients watching me for years, and then they reach out saying, hey, I've watched for years, I like the way you work, and I'm ready to buy something. So I really like knowing like who's following me on this journey. But we're at the end of the video. I will see you on the next one.